ask you to update us. We have a lot of tired bodies and hurt bodies after the game or during the game even in Amsterdam, so can you bring us up to date on the injury situations?
Yeah, just one missing from the squad really. Nathan Collins' ankle ligaments is missing. The squad otherwise is the same.
And are there players that you would consider doubtful in terms of fitness and recovery? Evan Ferguson, for example.
We'll see today, but I think Evan seems to be okay, and he seems to be okay and will be included in the squad.
How will you motivate the players for this game? Because obviously it was very disappointing the other night, and it comes at the end of a disappointing campaign.
Yeah, no, I think. Listen, we played Holland the other night, one of the best teams in Europe, and it was people can have their own opinions on it, and but I thought it was a good game of football. I think Holland were the better team. There's no question about that. But we fought till the end of that game. We played a lot of good football. We didn't create enough, that, and we defended for our lives when we needed to, and so it wasn't like lost 4-1 to Wales or got hammered in Cyprus or Macedonia. It was a tight game of Holland that we lost 1-0 and deserved to lose. So it was one of those games. So I think it's a bit of perspective on that.
I take it that James will be involved. Will he start? Will he captain the side?
James will start tomorrow. James will start tomorrow for sure.
And can you talk to me about James? I know he's sitting next to you, but about James and his contribution over what will now be 103 caps.
Yeah, obviously longevity in his career. Obviously, again, I had the pleasure of giving James his debut when he was a young player at Derry City, and he was had tremendous determination, and he went on to play for Sunderland and the variety of clubs that he played for, and he with huge fortitude and mental strength and the ability to great levels of skill as a left winger. Great levels of skill, very very direct and high, a high number of assists and goals for a winger, and always worked tirelessly for the team. Then had to adapt in his career, as some people then they fade away from top level football because age catches up. But then he adapted and became a left back or a left wing back, and you have to the ability to adapt is was terrific really, and he showed his quality in that regard, and he deserves huge credit for the career he's had. 103 caps is something special.
Which is finally for me, one of the criticisms perhaps levelled at you is maybe that you brought in too many young players too soon. Someone of James' experience and ability, is it too soon for him to be hanging up his boots?
No, that's a decision for James. I wouldn't try and influence that. I wouldn't try and influence that. So he can. That all those decisions. If James is in control of his own destiny and he's still playing professional football and he's hoping to get promoted this year, and I think so he will make that decision himself, I'm sure.
Joe, please.
Good, James, how are things?
Good yourself?
Fair bit, thanks. Had a while to think about tomorrow night and the build up to it, and as you've been reflecting, can you just share with us a little bit about what it's meant to you or means to you playing for your country?
Oh, look, I've never had the fact that it means everything. The Ireland jersey, along with their city jersey, it's a jersey that means more to me than anything else ever will. And tomorrow night, for the last time, I'll pull it on, and when I say that out loud, it's obviously it's a bit sad that that's going to be the case. But look, tomorrow night when I pull it on, I'll do what I've done 102 times before, and I'll try and do it with as much pride and as much justice as possible, because there's, like I said, there's no more special feeling than pulling on the green jersey and representing your country.
Obviously, you've been through a lot with this team over the years. First of all, can you just give us some of the best times, the highlights, and also how do you feel the position of Irish football is now that you're leaving it behind?
Well, the best times, not to sound too cliche, but like I said, pulling on that jersey every time is as special as the first. And I've been very fortunate. They have some incredible moments in that jersey. I've got to play at 2 major tournaments, and unless you're there, it's very hard to put that into words and describe it to people, because words don't do it justice, and some people never get to experience it, and I'm able to do that twice. So look, I've had incredible highs in the Ireland jersey, a couple of lows. Obviously, I would love to play the World Cup and the Denmark game, and that's something that I always hurt. But now, look, I've got absolutely no regrets.
And just one for Stephen before we go. Stephen, look, we don't know what's going to happen after tomorrow night. On a point of reflection for yourself, after this campaign, after your time so far, how do you feel the strength of Irish football is now, and what's your impact been upon it up to this point?
Well, I think, listen, first of all, I saw clarification before this window in regard to my own position, and if that wasn't the case, I would have said, I would have made that clear early in the week. But from my point of view, obviously the decision has been made next week, the kind of whatever. But if it is my last game, so be it. Like I wish, if there is a new manager to follow me in that regard, I wish him well. And I think if that is the case, and they make that decision, I don't know what decision will be made, but regardless of what decision is made, and if there is a new manager to come in after me, I will absolutely wish him well and wish the team well moving forward, and I'll always support Ireland. So from that point of view, that's the way I view it.
Gavin Smith. Hi Stephen. You mentioned perspective there. Have you felt that that's been lacking in the criticism?
No. Listen, no. I think, listen, it's a game against New Zealand tomorrow. I know I'm get criticised for mentioning like. I just asked Cree there, how many's going in the ticket office? How many's going tomorrow? She said it's up to 41,000. Like, there's no one in Europe getting that for. There's not many countries in Europe getting that good of crowds for some of the lesser nations that we're getting. And it's a credit to the team, it's a credit to the players that they really okay, results have been up and down, but certainly they identify with the players and raise great identification with the team, with the support there, which is fantastic. And I think New Zealand tomorrow, actually, they're quite an open, expansive team, 4-3-3. They really play through the towards. A couple of players who, Stankovic playing in the Champions League, Chris Wood playing the Premier League up front. So they're actually good football team. We've watched them, and 4-3-3, make the pitch big and try and play. And so it's a good game tomorrow. Obviously we'll make changes. We'll make some changes from the other night, because some people for different reasons, for different reasons, freshen it up, and for some people to play as well. So so that's how we view it. We'll try and finish on a strong note, finish the season on a strong note, and that's what we want to do. And I think the Irish support has been amazing, home and away. We've had big crowds for the Gibraltar, big crowd in Holland, and all of the games, packed stadiums for all the friendlies with Latvia and matches with Gibraltar, full houses, or not full, close to full houses. So there's been great support, and I don't know, obviously it's not easy midweek with people living all over Ireland and from abroad getting in, and on a Tuesday, so I don't know if we'll get that crowd tomorrow. But there's 41,000 sold, and that's testament to the team and fair play.
And just one for James. Congratulations on your Irish career.
Thank you.
Maybe just tell us about the reasons why you're making the decision to step away.
Look, I'll be quite honest with you. It's not because of my body, or I feel I've got my abilities diminished. I still feel as fit as ever. I still believe that I'm the best person for the role. You know, I've never doubted myself in that sense. You know, I played 46 games out of 46 games in the championship last season, 45 of them starts. I was, ability-wise, I was second for fullbacks from goals and assists, and for most successful tackles in the whole league, number one. So, but look, there's other factors, and I've got personal reasons, and I've got my own reasons why I'm stepping away, and I feel like now's the right time. Now's the right time to step aside. Let others come through. I've had my time. I've no regrets, and I feel that, you know, for me now is the perfect time to step away. I've got no regrets about that.
I just remember that, you know, it's not many players go out on their own terms like James is doing on the 103. I remember seeing you in the showgrounds in the under 18 team, and you come into that team at Derry very excited, and came into the team where we sort of had a rule when we went to the first division that time that everyone had to be from within 6 miles of the whole team was from within 6 miles of sea. Very strong, wasn't it, that period? Yeah,
that was obviously that was one of the most special times in my career, because we were all young, and we were all mates, so it was basically playing football with your mates. We would go out on the Friday and put teams away for fun, and then we would go out that night. So we wasn't.
Manager know about those nights?
He does now. Nah, that was obviously a special time. Like I said, it was a local team. We were all best mates. We were having the time of our lives. You know, playing with so much freedom, which the manager gave us. And we got promoted, and we were probably very, very unfortunate not to won the league this season after.
Sold you. That's why we sold you in the August window. But I think they have too late to replace you. But you know, to go on and get 103 caps, then, you know, is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
That's when the love.
Stephen, regardless of the decision next week, is it important now to draw a line under the Euro campaign, use tomorrow night's game to build momentum, start momentum, get that winning mentality back, and just look to the future and just use what you've learned for the last 3 years to go and just now emerge as a team towards that World Cup?
Yeah, no, I think there will be changes tomorrow night, and I think obviously because that in international football, that's part of it. When you've got friendly games and you've got to utilise your squad, and people give that commitment, travelling around Europe for 5 camps a year, and give that commitment and every day in training. So sometimes you've got to reward that as well, and so I think there will be some changes tomorrow night. But obviously we want a strong performance against New Zealand, and we've got to try and finish the season on a high. That's what we would like.
So just a quick one for James. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And much appreciated. You're still fit, you're still strong, you're still playing professional football, as Stephen said. Have you pondered too much about your future after football? Are you going to go towards coaching, punditry, or even dabble in politics?
Politics, absolutely not. Staying well clear of that. No, I don't think too much for what's next. Like I said, I feel grand. I've no plans to hang up the boots anytime soon. What I'm doing now after Tuesday, I'm gonna savour Tuesday, and then I promised my wife and kids, because I've never had a summer off in a long time, so we're gonna go book Florida, go away for a month, and enjoy Disneyland. So I'm looking forward to that.
Then Hollywood might be in the future then.
Look, we'll see. I'm not the best actor in the world, but we'll see. Who knows?
That's what
Thanks
Moving
very
to the
much.
embargo section.